Here with Charlotte Hornets beat reporter Hunter Bailey on a momentous day for the franchise. LaMelo Ball reportedly, and we've confirmed, traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hunter, your initial reaction to the Hornets trading what had been their franchise player the last 6 years?
Yeah, it's funny walking through this building. You see all the signage with LaMelo Ball. News being so fresh here today for the rookie introduction, but huge deal. Naz Reid on the way back, unrestricted first-round pick, 3 first-round pick swaps, and a few third-round picks. And Josh Green going out the door as well. So massive trade. It's good to see the Kobe White deal, $74 million over 3 years for Kobe White. That felt like a must, right? If you're going to make this decision, you have to know Kobe White's coming back. Jeff Peterson said it the other night. He's a priority number one, and it looks like the truth right now, Nick.
I thought at a pretty good number considering he's now slotted in as the starter. Let's talk about what this pick could signal in terms of what's coming next. Do you think this pick is kind of a signal that something bigger is on the horizon?
I think so. I mean, what comes back in the trade, too, is a $40.7 million trade exception, which, according to Bobby Marks of ESPN, is the biggest in league history. You look around, like, who would make sense with that money and what's better, right? I mean, you look around the league, lateral moves, maybe a Ja Morant. No one wants to say it out loud, but Steph Curry is one of those names as well. But you look at the package in the future, right? You've got 3 first-round picks upcoming. You've got this new pick in a few years, the second most draft assets in the NBA. What can you get to bolster this team? Because you look at the starting lineup, Naz Reid is the perfect complement to a Charles Lee offense. He's going to space the floor. He can defend. He can put the ball on the floor, get to the hole, which the Hornets have needed. We talked about that with Miles Bridges. So what I look for next is Miles Bridges potentially being the next on the move with some of this draft capital. Because, like I say, they literally have up there with the Thunder as the most in the NBA.
If those next transformative moves don't happen this summer, have the Hornets risked regressing from what they did last year with LaMelo Ball running the offense?
I think it's an interesting because you look at LaMelo Ball, right? The last 5 years, he's 3 of those years under 50 games played, averaging right about 50, coming off of 75 plus this year, which is huge for LaMelo, right? That's why the Timberwolves are making this bet. And the pick swaps going back, Jeff Peterson, the Hornets front office, they're essentially betting on the Wolves struggling down the line. And a lot of that goes back to the volatility of LaMelo's health, what that means for the Hornets. So this upcoming season, if they don't make the moves, like I say, getting Kobe White back, and you look at Christian Anderson now, rookie coming in his first season in the NBA, his job just got a lot different, right? He picks up what could be a 6-man role coming off the bench, leading that unit. You kind of have to wonder what happens with Trey Mann now, knowing that Kobe White, which you made a great point, that deal is an amazing deal now. I think it's the 36th highest guard payment in the league, right above $24 million. So it'd be interesting to see.
Hunter, we did meet the draft class today, Hannes Steinbach and Christian Anderson. What did you make of the Hornets sticking and picking at 14 and 18 the other night?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Jeff Peterson talked about fielding calls, moving up, moving down. He elected to stay where they were, drafted 2 former teammates from the German national team. And I asked the question today, I mean, you saw the Nova Knicks essentially win a title this year. What can that chemistry do, even if it's not from the same college, just previous stops, previous experience, and how fast can that impact? Because more than likely, both of those guys are working with the second team. So 14, 18, I'm glad that they stuck with what they wanted, even though there was a run of maybe some guys that they wanted more off the board first.
Let's talk about fit for each guy individually now in the context of LaMelo Ball leaving, Kobe White staying. Hannes Steinbach, Naz Reid coming in to add to that big man room, which represents a variety of different skill sets. How does Hannes Steinbach fit there?
Yeah, I think Naz Reid coming in helps a ton because I was a little worried about the Musa, Hannes double big lineups because neither one of those guys are threats to step out from beyond the arc and shoot, and then that just kind of bogs down whatever kind of offense Charlotte wants to run. So Hannes coming in, I mean, literally the best rebounder in college basketball last year. He has a knack for the ball. He talked a little bit today about how he'll work with Musa and some of those intangibles that you can't teach Hannes has, and that's something you're excited about. He's good with the ball in his hands. He can use the ball at the top of the key, hold the ball, even be a part of like the flare screens we saw Grant Williams use last year. Washington ran some similar actions this past season. So I like the fit with Hannes, and especially with Domantas Sabonis being rumored to come here a few weeks back. That kind of came and went, but you're going from a declining player potentially in Domantas Sabonis, who's making $40 million a year, to a guy in Hannes who's coming in on a rookie deal and is only going to get better. I'll be interested to see how he kind of spreads his game out, puts the ball on the floor a little bit more, and what he's allowed to do unlocked with more spacing, and Charles Lee, who loves to run and gun.
All right, Christian Anderson goes from the third guard to the second guard virtually overnight.
Yeah.
His game, what do you think of his game and his ability to run that possibly second unit this year unless they bring in another veteran?
Definitely, yeah. I think he is the best shooter in the draft, and he would look you in the eyes and tell you that confidently. That's one enjoyable thing about him. I think we're going to get a lot of good clips from him through the years. He's literally a baby Damian Lillard, and I say that with Damian Lillard being my favorite player in the NBA. You watch how he creates off the dribble, over 7 assists in college, shooting 41% on right about 8 threes per game. So he's got the volume. You know you're going to need that type of scorer off the bench now with Kobe White becoming a starter, right? So the game changes drastically for him. And like I say, Trey Mann may be the domino that gets shipped out in a deal, whether that's money matching or whatever that may be. But it'll be interesting to see. He lacks no confidence. When they talked about him today, it didn't seem like they were going, like he was years away from being a contributor.